What's up guys, I'm Nick Mack here at my studio, Hi-Fi Critter Recording. I'm going to show you guys around. This is the live room where we record everything pretty much, all the live performances, drum kits, vocals, guitars, bass, cabs, whatever. I usually take all the inputs into my, my patch bay here. 16 channels of Focusrite conversion in the control room. And then headphones and stuff like that just for whenever we're doing live performances out here. And then some random bass gear for, you know, if people need bass gear at the bar or whatever. This is actually Diego's bass rig from Graveler, and head actually blew up the other day when we were getting ready to play a show. So the head doesn't work, but the cab sounds great. So that's there to use whenever he leaves it here. And PA, if anyone needs to do some rehearsing or whatever beforehand, just some jamming or whatever. My band Graveler, we rehearse here and we use it and it sounds cool, whatever. But yeah, so like I said, 16 channels of Focusrite into the control room. And I'll take you guys in there and show you that. Cool, so this is the control room right here. Got some more guitar stuff. Got my guitar cab with all my guitars pretty much that happy to let people use whenever they come in. Got a Gibson SG, 2005 I believe. This is like my baby. And then Fender Custom Strat. This is one of 3 in the world. It's pretty tight. Thanks Jose's dad for helping me get this one. And just a couple G&Ls, you know, so a little bit of everything. The only thing I don't have is Les Paul, so that's on the to-do list. But then 2 amps, these are my children pretty much. I've got the Mesa Express 550. It's either 5 or 50 watts. Great for recording, 5 watts. Really drive the shit out of the input, so you get a lot of beefy distortion, or overdrive rather, which I'm a real big fan of. So, or the Marshall DSL, which is really great, kind of covers a lot of the modern Marshall tone, you know, so not really like JCM 800 sound, but more like modern-ish, which is, depends on what you're looking for. But it's great. So, a couple effects pedals down there. I don't have an effects pedal board like Austin though, from Anorak. Shout out, by the way. But just a couple, you know what I mean? Distortion and compressor, and that's pretty much it. And then a chorus, and I think maybe an envelope filter, but they're all vintage, which is cool. But anyway, to the recording rig. Here's my Focusrite converters right here. 16 channels. Going straight to Pro Tools. And I also have an Apollo Twin, which I'm a real big fan of, which is really cool. So depending on the session, sometimes I'll run vocals, guitars, or drums or whatever through the Apollo, through like plugins, almost like hardware, which is really cool, depending on what I'm doing. But I actually sold a couple of my hardware compressors because the stuff on the Twin sounds so good. So you should check it out if you don't have it. And then also 11 rack over here for some guitar tones. If you know, a band's looking for like a more like heavy metal amp or whatever, I don't have that, so you know, we can explore the 11 rack, which is really cool. I've used it on a couple of my records. And a Tascam 302 cassette tape deck. It's actually Collins from Graveler. Just have it here to experiment with and mess with. So you can actually print from Pro Tools into this, out of this, back into Pro Tools. It really sounds interesting. So nothing that I would say sounds good, but it's fun. So, and then a couple outboard compressors that are actually a friend of mine's. So that's pretty much the basic input rig or like hardware stuff that I have. And then I've got my VXT monitors, 8-inch, and they sound really good. They're their more expensive version with the KRKs, which I really like. A lot of people don't like them, but I've gotten used to them, and I really do like the low end that they put out. So it's pretty cool. And then using Pro Tools, and got a couch if you want to crash on the couch and chill while I'm doing my thing. So that's pretty much it. Simple setup, but yeah, no, it's comfortable. So pretty much got a little bit of everything. So, and then a bunch of microphones over here too. So got some 414 style mics and some pencil condensers and stuff like that, and a bunch of stuff for drum miking. Pretty much like to cover a little bit of everything. So you can come here and do drums, full drum setup. You know, even use the bathroom as a reverb chamber, which is kind of cool. So. Yeah, I like to do a little bit of everything. So guitars, bass, whatever, full service here. We do everything. So even like I said, live recording. I've had bands come here and do live recording sessions. Like Anorak, they did their In the Garage series here, which is really cool. That was before we just did their new record. We did the In the Garage stuff, and then we did I Don't Stand a Chance. We did it all here. We actually, for the drums, used the bathroom for the reverb chamber, which is really cool. So it's a little unorthodox, but if it sounds good, it sounds good. So fuck it. That's pretty much it for the gear on the front end. So cheers.